Yeah,
right?
you would go to GameFAQs. GameFAQ, I think, is actually what the site was called, and you
It's game
would
FAQs.
yeah,
FAQ
FAQ.
is an acronym.
I say FAQ. I don't know. Okay, well, we're discovering all sorts of things about Nicholas today that we're not going to talk about. Anyway, but the point is, like, yeah, I know you're right. You would have this text document, and you would have to Control F to try and figure out where in the text document the thing that you're looking for even is, and then you'd have to hope that the person who wrote the FAQ, like, called it the same thing that you're trying to call it as you're looking for it. Yeah,
Right,
no,
because and
yeah,
also because the game didn't really, like, actually expose things in menus to be like, "This is the quest you're on," or "This is the
yeah,
level that you're on." Like, games didn't do that, and so you're all calling it something different, right? And that's where we get monikers like, "That's the tentacle level. That's the
exactly,
water level.
yeah.
That's the" like, all of these different monikers for basically the same area, only to realize the developers called it, like, Revenge of the Monsoon or something really cool, and you're like, "That sounds better than the tentacle level, but"
That sounds really amazing. I would have loved that text to have been on the screen when I was playing it, so I would
Uh,
know.
so I would have known, and then we could have all talked about it.
But all these things contribute to this idea that you have to sort of like. So I am constitutionally different from Lauren. I actually really like routines. I like process. I like sort of slowly building my way through something. I've been getting back into swimming recently, and it's been a struggle because it's a similar problem where like my muscles all remember what to do because I've been swimming my whole life, but because I spent an entire year not doing it, they can't, like, the strength is gone, so there's this weird sort of like, disconnect between the two. So then when you're thinking about how that works with a game, like, think about it, a game that you may have played when as a kid, and then you go back to playing it later in life where like you have this kind of instinctual sense of what you're supposed to do, but you may not necessarily be able to actually like do it, and there's a certain degree of frustration that results from that. You have to kind of like re-beat your head against that particular wall.